Rachel pressed her forehead against the cold train window, watching the city fade into the distance. Her friends were chatting happily, but she barely listened. The breakup with Tom had left her feeling empty, like someone had pulled the color out of her world. "Cheer up," said Megan brightly. "This weekend away is exactly what you need." Rachel forced a smile. "Unless it brings back my boyfriend or my Wi-Fi, I doubt it." Her friends laughed, but Rachel didn't. She couldn't stop checking her phone. Every time the screen stayed blank, her chest tightened. What if Tom changed his mind? What if he texted and she didn't see it? When the taxi dropped them at the countryside cottage, Rachel's heart sank. The place looked peaceful, almost too peaceful. No traffic, no shops, just silence and the smell of damp grass. She pulled out her phone immediately. "No signal," she muttered. She walked in circles, waving it in the air like a magic wand. Come on. Megan stepped forward carefully. "There's something we should tell you. The cottage doesn't have Wi-Fi." Rachel stopped moving. "What do you mean, no Wi-Fi?" "It's a digital detox," said Sarah, trying to sound cheerful. "No phones, no internet, just us, nature, and fresh air." Rachel's eyes went wide. "You dragged me to the middle of nowhere without mentioning that there would be no Wi-Fi." Her voice rose with every word. "Do you have any idea what's happening in my life right now? What if someone needs to reach me?" "Who?" asked Megan softly. The question hit like a punch. Rachel opened her mouth, then closed it again. She turned away, pretending to unpack her bag before her friends could see her tears. That first evening was torture. Every few minutes she picked up her phone and stared at the screen, hoping for a miracle signal bar. When it stayed empty, she felt panic rising. She couldn't text Tom. She couldn't scroll. She couldn't escape. That night she lay in bed listening to the quiet. It wasn't peaceful. It was deafening. Her thoughts rushed in like waves. What if Tom was already with someone else? What if everyone forgot about her? She wanted to scream. The next morning she dragged herself out of bed. Her friends were already outside, laughing over breakfast. "Come on," said Sarah. "We're going hiking." Rachel groaned, but followed. The path led through thick woods and over a hill. Her boots were uncomfortable, her legs hurt, and she complained every 5 minutes. But then something changed. As she stopped to catch her breath, she noticed the sunlight through the trees, the smell of pine, and a small bird landing on a branch near her. The air was clean and sharp. She closed her eyes and, for the first time, her mind went quiet. Later they reached a lake so still it looked like glass. Rachel knelt to touch the water and saw her reflection. Tired, yes, but calmer. That night, sitting by the campfire, she laughed until her stomach hurt. She hadn't laughed like that in months. "I hate to admit it," she said, "but maybe this detox thing actually worked." Megan smiled. "Sometimes you have to lose connection to find yourself again." Rachel looked up at the stars, bright, endless, and real. When she finally turned her phone back on 2 days later, the screen stayed dark for a moment, then lit up. No new messages, no calls. And for the first time, she smiled.